What's up guys, CG Gaming here and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World How to Kill guide. In today's video I'm going to show you exactly how to beat a Radobaan. This guy is huge, he has spikes all over its back and rolls around like me when I've had a bit too much to drink on a Saturday night. But before we get into the guide, if you haven't already done so then please remember to hit that subscribe button just below this video for more helpful guides like the one I'm about to show you. Now, Radobaan is a gigantic brute wyvern located in the Rotten Vale area. He uses sticky tar to adhere the bones of dead monsters all over its body. It even wears the horns of Diabolos on its legs, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. When I first saw Radobaan, I thought to myself, you seriously want me to beat this monster? I felt there was no hope after seeing how fast he rolls around with spikes all over his back. But don't worry, because I'm here today to guide you to glory. But firstly, let's go over his weaknesses. Radobaan's main weak points are its head and legs, with its head being the weakest of the two. Cut, blunt and ammo damage are all rated 3 stars against its head, while the legs fall short of 2 stars. Its head, legs and back are all breakable, while his tail can be cut off. He's most weak to the dragon element, rating in at 3 stars, with ice following close behind with 2 stars. He's susceptible to blast damage, rated at 3 stars, followed by poison, paralysis and stun with 2 stars, and lastly sleep at 1 star. Now on to his abilities and the strategy to beat this guy. Radobaan has the ability to cause sleep to players by releasing a sleep gas. When he crouches down, he releases a gas out of his body and puts players to sleep, so be sure to keep your distance when you see him doing this. As he is a pretty big monster, he has the ability to roar, which stun locks you for a short time. Just be ready to move straight after the stun so he doesn't catch you in his rock and rollin' path. I've already mentioned this briefly, but Radobaan likes to roll around a lot, and it doesn't seem to be predefined paths either. It's very hard to judge where Radobaan rolls to next because he can take sudden turns in his rolling path to head straight towards you, so stay focused when he rolls and make sure you are very mobile. He also sheds some of his bone armor along the ground, so try not to follow too close behind him. Radobaan also has a slam attack where he jumps up on his back legs and slams his upper body into the ground. And to make things even worse for you, he even has the ability to use Tail Whip, which can be initiated either in front of him or from behind. This will cause him to spin 180 degrees or more. You really don't want to be caught by this, as being tail whipped by a monster with bones stuck all over his body isn't exactly a pretty way to go. He can also suddenly jump towards you, so be on the lookout for that. If you attack him for too long in front of you, he can also nut you in the face. Now on to the juicy strategy. The bones stuck to his body isn't exactly a fashion statement. They serve both as armor and offense. You either need to knock Radobaan over to lay down attacks underneath him or break the bones to get to his lovely gooey center. Now when his bone armor gets broken, he tends to head back to his den to roll around in the carcasses of dead monsters to reapply the armor, so try to prevent him from doing this. Due to how fast he moves, when he's in his bull form, you're going to want to keep mobile during this fight, so make sure you chow down some stamina boosting food before jumping in the field with this badass. Now you're also going to want to be mindful of your health in this fight. He doesn't deal a tremendous amount of damage, but he is capable of knocking you down or putting you to sleep and just constantly rolling over you before you can even think about using a potion. One of the best tips I can give you for this fight is to attack him from the side as he rolls. This throws him off balance and knocks him down, which leaves you an opportunity to smash out some attacks on him. I got caught out so many times by him suddenly changing direction and knocking me down, so really the key to this fight is mobility, chiseling away at his bone armor and staggering him when he's rolling around. If you're fighting this guy for the first time, you probably won't have access to it, but combining all of this with some elemental dragon attacks will make this fight go a hell of a lot easier. Just be patient and keep at it, and eventually he will drop like a sack of potatoes and you can carve his body for those glorious materials. I hope that you find this guide helpful. If you did, smash that like button and let me know in the comments below if it did. Please remember to hit that subscribe button just below this video and ring that notification bell so you can keep up to date with all my latest videos. Alright guys, keep it easy and I'll see you in the next video.